The old man sat on the cold pavement. The city's symphony, a familiar, chaotic score. He couldn't see the faces hurrying past, the blur of colors, the shifting light of day. His world was one of sounds. The rumble of the bus, the distant siren, the chatter of strangers. But his favorite sound, the one that brought a small, rare smile to his lips, was the gentle clink of a coin dropping into his worn tin cup. Beside him, a constant, warm presence. A friend whose loyalty needed no words. His guide dog, with a coat the color of sunshine he could only imagine, and a heart as golden as the coins he collected. The dog's soft panting was the steady rhythm of his day, a comforting beat against the city's noise. Each time a coin landed in the cup, the dog would nudge his hand with a wet nose, a silent celebration they shared. It was their ritual, a small joy in a world that often felt gray. One crisp afternoon, a particularly loud clatter echoed in his cup. A generous handful of coins. He smiled, reaching down to share the moment with his friend. He felt for the familiar warmth, the soft fur, the rhythmic thump of a happy tail, but his hand met only cold, empty air. The panting was gone. The reassuring weight beside him had vanished. It cut it out, his voice cracking with a sudden, sharp fear. No answering bark. No familiar jingle of the collar. Juste city, indifferent and loud. He listened, straining his ears, desperate for the sound of paws on the pavement, the sound of his friend returning. He heard the metallic symphony in his cup, louder than ever before, but the one sound he yearned for, the soft padding of four paws, never came. Days turned into weeks. The coins kept coming, filling his cup to the brim. The metallic sound that once brought him a sliver of happiness now felt like a hollow echo in an empty room. The clinking and clattering only amplified the silence beside him. The cup was full, fuller than it had ever been, but his world, his street, his life, felt utterly, devastatingly empty. The richest he'd ever been, and the poorest he'd ever felt. For what is a cup full of gold, when the heart beside you is gone?